Welcome to Hotline, the Herald Washington Post 1987, coming to you live from CAN TV, all the way from the fantastic west side of Chicago. We're with that fantastic commander from the Herald Washington Post. Over to you, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Commander Frank B. Thompson III from the Herald Washington American Legion Post 1987, and also the Junior Vice Commander for the 3rd District. And just as always, every week we try to have somebody come on the show to let the veterans know just what's out there for them. If you're missing things and need to find out about certain things, this is the only opportunity that you will have, because see that the people that we bring on the show are the people that you need to meet and know. And today we have a special guest of mine. Her name is Miss Connie Walker, and she's from the Veterans New Beginning. And she's going to explain everything about what they have to offer for veterans and stuff. So with no further detail, we're going to get you Miss Walker. Come on. Okay, so now here you go.
You're going to sit
right
there. Welcome to the show, Ms. Walker.
Hi, how you doing?
All right, I heard a lot about your organization, and that's Veterans New Beginning, and you've been around for a couple of years now?
Yes.
Well, tell us about the organization.
Oh, Veterans New Beginning started out in 2015, and what we did was we were trying to come up with an organization that will help give veterans a fresh start.
Okay.
And one of the things that was important to us, we have so many veterans that are homeless. So our main goal was to find a way to give that vet a fresh start in life.
Okay.
And so what we do is we give them housing. Along with housing, we give them employment.
Mm-hmm.
So what we do is sometimes the veterans are homeless. They don't have those amenities, things that they need for those interviews. We give them clothing. We give them shoes. We network with different organizations to make sure we get those things for our vets.
Okay.
And once the vet meet with me, we'll talk, and I'll ask them, tell me, what is it that you want to do with yourself? Tell me if you want a career. And I said, give me 3 different jobs where you would want to work, and it would be a career for you. And that's what they do.
Now, how many veterans do you have that you're working with?
That's kind of funny. I have, in the building, 54, but I have worked with over almost 100 veterans and continue to work with veterans now. We have a new program, employment readiness program, that starts March the 6th.
Okay. Now, you've been around for going on 3 years now?
Yes.
And how are you funded?
Well, we're funded from different organizations, and that's how we get the things that we need. We have, some of the veterans need the clothing, some of the veterans need food, some of the veterans need, trying to go back to school, they need funding for books. And so what we try to do is find a way to get these things for them so that they can go back to school. So they can take insurance classes and get licensed and so forth for them.
Okay. Now, are you strictly all male, or are you co-ed?
Oh, no, we just don't do men. We do women also, too.
So you are co-ed?
Yes, we co-ed, absolutely. We work with different organizations for women also, too, because they need a second chance for life also as well.
Yes, they do. Now, I know we have it up on the screen, but where are you located?
We're located 8140 South Racine in the Alma Gretchen neighborhood on the south side.
Okay. Now, what is the success rate of the veterans coming out of despair and coming into what we call the light, because your organization is doing a lot of great things to turn their lives around?
Well, at this time, so far, our success rate, I'll say about a good 89–90%.
Okay.
There's different organizations that I work with as far as placing our vets, and some of the jobs are white collar. Some of the jobs are janitorial jobs. The vets tell me where they actually want to go, and what I do from there is just place them where they want to go so that they will feel comfortable. Some of their backgrounds in when they was in the service shows that they may have been in logistics, and that's
Okay.
receiving.
And if you look at the screen, brothers and sisters out there in television land, you'll see the address and the fact that this is Veterans New Beginning, and the fact that they've been around for going on 3 years now. And you're listening to Sister Walker explain to you guys and our ladies the good things that they're doing. And what we need you guys to do out there in television land is to, you need volunteers.
Yes, we need volunteers, we need clothing, we need funding,
I
additional.
don't want to say about money.
Okay.
Oh, see, we have to catch that one, brothers and sisters.
Well, we need clothing. A lot of the times when they come in and they're homeless, they don't have any
Yes.
clothing, and most people
Yes.
think that they have these things. So as far as when I say things like that, I mean they need suits, they need undergarments. You would never think that they don't have those things. They need shoes, and a lot of those things is a plus for them because when they go out on that interview, you want to be able to say that first impression means an awful lot.
Now, what I will bring to your attention is that you can also direct them to the social workers down at the VA, and they can fill out paperwork to get clothing, socks, shoes, clothes, shirts, underwear downstairs in the back room towards the X-ray division
Okay.
of the VA. Okay, so that's another location that you can send our veterans to.
But let me say this also too. We have a social service entity that we work with also too. And what they do is they try to assist us with all the things that they may need also as well. We appreciate a lot of the support we have from staff and management to help us execute all these different programs that we have.
Now, I heard you a little while ago talk about the jobs, and you was batting 1,000 on these jobs, and we got so many veterans unemployed. Okay, and so I mean, what is it that you got going on over there getting these folks all these jobs?
You know what? Firstly, when you meet the veterans, you have to be able to realize they serve their country for us.
Say that again. Say that again.
Our veterans serve our country for us.
Yes.
And it's time for us to take the time to give it back to them.
Yes.
And they have to look at this as not a job, but it's something that they enjoy doing. Because if they don't enjoy doing it, they're not going to give it their all. Not going to give it 101%.
And you're so right, because, like I said, I came back from Germany. And when I came back from Germany, I didn't hear one soul thank you for your service. Job well done. And because, see, when I was in, we do have a caller. Welcome to the show. You're live. Let's go.
Yes, good evening. How you doing now, Brother Travis?
Thank you for calling in. And thank you for your service.
Oh, yes, sir. This is Brother Minister Robert Flora Pluff. I see you got on one of my favorite community T-shirts, Coco.
All right now.
I love Coco, too. You know, plus I'm a Vietnam veteran, and I wanted to get the information concerning your guest in terms of, employment. And I wanted to share the fact that the Harold Washington Foundation.com for more information. I wanted to share that we have some jobs opportunities too, and we can do a collaboration if she might consider, for the veterans employment. And we thank you for your service too, Travis.
Well, thank you, sir. If you look at your screen, you can see her information, Veterans New Beginning. And that's at 8140 South Racine here in Chicago, right there down.
Right. I do see that. And that's employment for Veterans New Beginning. That's
Yes.
fantastic. I just like to encourage her to keep up the jobs because the veterans really need it, you know. I'm just glad that I'm an entrepreneur myself and that we have our employment service with the Harold Washington Foundation.com. She can go to that for more information, or even call me direct at 312-671-2773. And I'm Minister.
Well, we want to thank you for your call and keep up the good work. And remember, we're all in this together. We're one big happy family.
Yes, we are whale and y'all. That means we are one. And thank you again. God bless you. I'll let somebody else talk to you.
All right now. Now let's get back to the jobs, because I heard a congressman the other day said, if you don't work, you don't eat.
Yes, that's in the Bible. But
So
man don't
that's
work.
biblical.
That's right. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes.
So we got so many veterans who don't have a job. And we also know some of them have head problems,
Yes.
personality problems.
Yes.
And what do you guys have in place to help our veterans with some of the issues that they have, even if you have to refer them out?
Well, some of our veterans have PTSD, and I think some people don't understand what it actually is. And
Can you explain what it is?
Yes. Sometimes when the veterans go into service, they go through something traumatic, and everyone thinks when they come out that they're okay. And their loved ones think that they're okay also too. And when they start doing things, start acting out of character, they just think maybe, it may be because of alcohol. But keep in mind, when you go into the service, and that's something that you never experienced, and you're shooting, however, whatever you're doing in that service, you've changed. You actually changed. And so it depends on if you saw someone die in front of you or whatever that it may have been. And you don't come back the same. So the main goal is to get that man back to where he was. And he needs that counseling. We have different case managers and things also at our location to assist with that. And the first goal is to get that man in order. He wants to work, but he needs some assistance. Sometimes when they come back out from being served, they may be drinking. They may be doing drugs. They may do whatever that it may be. But we have to understand they still help us serve our country.
Yes.
So we got to get them taken care of so they understand that this is important. And mentally, something happened to them, and that's why they're not the same. And even their loved ones don't understand.
Well, I think part of the problem is the fact that we don't realize how going away from your loved ones and being away for 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10 years, or when you're in battle, what
Absolutely.
effect that have on you. Because when you're in battle and you see one of your comrades getting blown up or shot in the head, it messes with your brain cells.
Yes.
And a lot of folks don't understand that. And that's why so many soldiers have what we call flashbacks. Okay, sometimes at night I may have a flashback.
They can't sleep. Some of them
Not
can't
at
sleep.
all, right.
They can't
Absolutely.
sleep. But people don't understand that.
No, they don't.
So they need more funding for that so they can help the veterans be okay.
We have another caller. Welcome to the show. You're on the air.
Hi. Thank you. Thank you. I'm calling because I have my son. He has a lot of friends that were in the military.
Yes, ma'am.
They once they
Go ahead, ma'am. Cut your TV down. Is the caller still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, that's another caller. Well, ma'am, I hope you call back. Go ahead, sir.
Well, I just wanted to know, what can we do in the general public to try to help solve or address the homeless veterans issue?
Well, I think one of the things that you can do is get with other people who feel like you feel, and then start a writing campaign to the Congress, your congressperson, and your United States senator, because you have to understand that the bulk of the funding for us veterans come from Congress. That's the Washington, D.C. And not only that, keep in mind that when you hear those folks in Washington talking about cutting taxes, what that means is they're going to cut taxes for the 1%. And when they cut taxes for the 1%, they also got to cut programs, because they don't have the money to fund those programs, because they gave the money away to people who don't need the money. So also keep in mind that we need you to send a letter to your congressperson and to the Senate. Be careful how you cut taxes and who you cut taxes for. Thank you for calling in. We have another caller. Go ahead, caller.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Before. Thank you. I was saying that my son had friends that went to the military, and they came back and they did a couple of tours in Iraq and things like that.
Yes, ma'am.
And when they got home, they couldn't go to their parents' house or anything like that, and they were drinking and everything. And he brought them to my house. And they say I've had people from the Navy, people from the Marines, and the Army to live with me. They lived with me for about a year until they got on their feet and they stopped drinking, and they would go to places where they could talk to other people to make them feel better. Well, what I want to know is, would I send them to you guys, so they can get in contact with
Miss
them,
Walker.
where they can get jobs?
Yes, ma'am. Miss Walker can answer that for you.
Yeah, please, when you get an opportunity, give me a call at Veterans New Beginning. And I don't know if the number's on there. And I'm going to give you the number also, too, so that you'll be able to network with me as well. 872-244-8071. Again, 872-244-8071. Again, what we need to do, I hear what you're saying about the people that stayed with you, the veterans and the armed people that served in the service. And anything that we are able to do to assist you and the veterans, the Marines, however we can do to make them back whole again, let's find a way to make it work for them.
Now, let's go down this blue sheet, because you have a lot of...
You have a caller?
Okay, once again, great job, callers. You're on the air.
Hello there. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
Okay, listen.
And thanks for calling.
Okay, you're quite welcome. Of course, I'm a vet, and I don't know if the question's been asked or answered.
But thank you for your service.
Oh, absolutely. So when you talk about housing for veterans, are we talking about temporary housing, or are we talking about affordable housing, which is permanent for veterans?
Miss Walker is going to answer that for you.
One
Thank you
thing
much.
One thing that we do have at Veterans New Beginning, we have a fantastic staff. We have permanent and transitional housing. And what we'll do is, you need to, that phone number again, 872-244-8071, speak to one of the site managers or assistant site manager, and they will be able to assist you with that housing process.
Okay.
And if you look at your screen, you're going to see... Got another caller? Go ahead.
Hi, my name is David, and I heard the suggestion about doing a writing campaign to our congressmen and our U.S. senators, but is there anything but what can be done for boots on the ground type fundraising in a local community to try to help support answers to homeless veterans?
Yeah, Boots on the Ground is a new program that's getting started for homeless veterans out in Ford Heights. And it is a walkathon and bikeathon that's going to take effect April the 24th through May the 13th. And if you keep your eye on the screen and you can write this information down, that would be so very helpful to our veterans. Every little bit helps. Every little bit helps.
We have stand down too. They can participate in the stand down too.
So, and we do have what we call stand down, and Sister Walker will tell us what that means.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Well, stand down is a program that they have for the veterans, where like they give them medical assistance, clothing, information that they may need to help them. They may not have any clothing. They may not have any winter items. So what stand down does is help them with that piece, and they also give them, if they don't have housing or if they need a driver's license or something.
We have another caller. Go ahead. Go ahead, caller.
Oh, okay.
You're on the air.
On the okay, listen, I was cut off a minute ago. I didn't get a complete answer to my question about.
All right, we were sorry about that. Go ahead.
That's okay. Yeah, about temporary or permanent housing for veterans. The young lady was explaining, and she gave the number, and then we got cut off. So.
She said that there's both. There's temporarily and there's permanent.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah. Is there income limit for permanent housing? I'm sure that's a screening process, right?
It is, and that's why I'm giving you a contact number to speak to the site manager or the system manager for that information. And I will repeat the number again for you: 872-244-8071.
Okay. Well, thank you very much again. This is Brother Bob Bellamy from Herald Washington Post.
All right, thank you, and thank you for your service.
Okay, you know that, brother. Okay, take care.
Now, let's, with the remaining minutes that we have, I'm looking at this blue sheet. We are looking for veterans who meet the following criteria. Must be a veteran, must provide the ID, Social Security card, and DD-214. Individual with little or no work experience, must be 18 and older, and able to pass drug screening. Now, do we have a serious problem with drug screening?
Yes, we do.
And what do you think, what do you think we can do to help our veterans get beyond that so they can get a job?
Well, some of them we do referrals, but some of them are being over-medicated. And I can't say to what point or not, but we need to be able to take it to that point and see what's going on with that. And also, just give us a call and we'll try our best to assist with that piece.
Well, Sister Walker, it's been a pleasure having you here. When you're having fun, time fly. Until next time.